Hi, it's Sally from Field to Fork here. Welcome back for another cooking session. Today I'm going to show you how to make oatcakes, a traditional Scottish recipe that is really quick and easy and gives us the goodness of the whole grain from oats that grow so well in Scotland. Oats have always been a staple Scottish crop as they are well suited to our damp climate. But their popularity has grown even more recently as they are recognised as a healthy grain, being one of the most nutrient-dense foods you can eat. A head of oats can be easily recognised by its feathery, tree-like appearance, where the grains are arranged in pairs, hidden. The oat grains that are harvested by the combine are then taken to a mill. The closest oat mill to the Hirsel is John Hogarth's in Kelso. There, they are either rolled flat to give porridge oats or crushed to give oatmeal. Before you start cooking, remember there are a few things you need to do. Tie back long hair, put on an apron to protect the food as much as your clothes, take off anything on your wrists and fingers, roll up your sleeves, gather together the equipment and your ingredients, wipe down surfaces and give your hands a good wash. To make our oatcakes, you will need 100 grams of medium or fine oatmeal, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 20 grams of melted vegetable fat spread or butter, 75 mils of boiling water, and some plain flour. Oats do contain less gluten than wheat, but for those of you who are celiac or following a gluten-free diet, gluten-free oats are available. First of all, set your oven to 190 degrees centigrade, 210 if it's not a fan oven, and then grease your baking tray with a little bit of margarine. Next, into a bowl, measure your 100 grams of oatmeal, your 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and I would say just less than 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Give that a mix. Next, add your melted fat spread, and your 75 mils of boiling water. Stir to make sure you get in all the dry oatmeal and it binds together into a soft, sticky dough. Now, as it cools, it will begin to firm up, so we need to work quite quickly. So onto a well-floured surface, we're going to take half our mixture and form it into a ball using floured hands and plenty of flour. And then with the heel of our hand that's well floured, flatten down your oatmeal mixture to make a round, pressing quite gently because it is sticky, but all the time it's cooling, it's getting firmer, so we don't want to be tempted to lift it at all. Don't worry that it might be stuck on the table at this stage, but the palm of our hand can flatten it down. We're then going to, once we've got it quite thin, we'll cut it into quarters. And then with the help of a fish slice, lift it onto our tray. We then repeat the same thing with the rest of our mixture. You can now bake your oatcakes for 10 minutes in the oven to crisp them and turn them colour slightly. Alternatively, you can bake your oatcakes on a girdle on the top of your cooker, turning them over after 5 minutes to cook on both sides. Oatcakes would have been cooked by this traditional method in most kitchens in Scotland every day, especially in the country. They would have been served then with herring, a type of fish, or maybe with a broth, a thick soup made with barley and vegetables, spread with butter or cheese, or maybe even marmalade. Nowadays, we like them as a savoury biscuit to be eaten with cheese and patty, or spread with butter. They make a good accompaniment to soup. Soup like easy peasy soup. Oats, being a grain, come within the carbohydrate section of the Eat Well guide. They're also high in fibre because they're the whole grain. They contain the outer layers as well as the inner. This means they give us slow release energy and keep us feeling full for longer. They're also higher in protein and fat than many other grains. I hope you enjoy making and eating these delicious and healthy snacks, full of the goodness of oats. And if you do, look out for more field to fork cooking sessions coming soon.